Let's not be a creep and sniffer,
Hello
okay?
again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Is that bed in the coal room yours? Piss and fuck the world send their best. We met those in the episode that's coming out later today. Attempt to establish contact. Hey, sister, let's talk politics for a minute. Let's ask the other things first.
Ooh. Not only have you found my address, you've discovered my biggest secret. I'm a coal miner.
She does have eyes that seem to be smeared with coal.
It's not the nicest place, but I guess it'll have to do.
It doesn't have to do anything at all. Nothing does. Like me. Right now, I'm doing nothing at all.
The inspiration will come to her once hell is set loose on the streets. It's too calm right now.
Don't you have a real home?
Does anyone in a city like this?
She replies, wistfully looking around. Really? You're a miner?
Yes. I keep hoping a shaft will collapse on me. But somehow, it never happens.
Damn. Cool. I have other questions.
Shoot, Piggy. It's what you do, isn't it?
I found some drugs in the coal room. Yours?
They just might be. Rough stuff. If you take the ride, you'd be wise to buckle your little pig belly up.
Her neurons must be on fire. The heat creating waves and ripples in all she sees. Above all, in her painting.
Does it make you see everything all art-like? I like bumpy rides. Know where I can get more? I'm gonna have to take you in, kid, for possession of drugs. Nah, we're not a cop like that. Does it make you see everything all art-like?
You really think I need to be high to see the world as art? Poor unimaginative Piggy. How I wouldn't want to have your peepers.
To hell with the art part, man. It's all about the high anyway.
Piss and fuck the world and send their best.
I don't believe it. I've never known those boys to have manners.
They seem to hold you in high esteem.
They'll never be skulls, but their hearts are in the right place.
Skulls are cool. Can I be a skull? Skulls are silly. What are you even trying to achieve? Got it. Enough of that. Let's ask if we probably cannot be, but sure.
Fat chance. But you can still do your part to revitalize the neighborhood.
Okay then, how's that?
She throws you a conspiratorial glance, then presses her finger to her lips and squints up at the sky, as though straining to hear something in the distance.
Have you noticed the quiet? Every so often, you might hear a gunshot pierce the air somewhere in Jamrock. But in Martinez, no gunshots, no sirens. The people are languishing in boredom and complacency. This place is a sepulchre. We'll paint it red. We bring the raucous. You bring the sirens.
Okay, we'll see about that. We'll see about that. Hey sister, let's talk politics for a minute.
And what do you know about politics?
I'm looking for comrades to help me fire up the great Masovian sausage grinder. Will you help me? My nose told me that you're also a communist. We should team up, join forces. I mean, as brash as they are, maybe the first one is better.
The girl erupts in a cackle that seems like it should belong to a much older woman.
Or maybe not.
Oh, that's very nice. The little piggy wants to make sausages. Out of what? His little piggy friends?
The bourgeoisie, that's what we need to talk about. I don't know who I'm supposed to be making sausages out of. Don't worry, Kim, I would never make you into a sausage. That's right, I'm gonna make juicy sausage links out of the entire 41st precinct. No, out of the bourgeoisie.
So the little piggy is a big bad communist now. Sure, I know someone who'd love to talk that ideological stuff. You're looking for Steban.
Who's Steban?
A right communist who runs a mega cool and very secret meeting.
Do you know where I can find him?
I might.
Will you tell me?
No.
Shame.
The lieutenant let slip a sigh that seems to suggest this turn was utterly predictable.
Yeah, I mean it was, yeah. Is it money you want? Here, take some. I've got plenty. Offer her 5 real. I guess I should just give up then. Nothing ever works out for me. Just tell me what you want me to do.
A wicked grin extends across her face.
Oink for me, piggy. Just once.
I'm not oinking for you. Come on. This is no way to treat your revolutionary brother, or just oink with gusto. She's gonna laugh so much about that. Sure, let's be silly today. Why not?
Wow, that was easier than I expected. It's almost like you've been wanting to do it this whole time.
A cool, damp feeling ripples through you. You realize you needn't have rolled over quite so easily.
That's fine.
The lieutenant, needless to say, is not impressed.
Not surprising, yeah.
Sounds like you're really serious about meeting Steban. It's touching, sort of. Steban's group meets only at night, in an old room in these apartments here. It just so happens you're in luck. Their weekly meeting is tonight.
Okay.
Poke your snout around sometime after 10 p.m. and you might just find them.
Hold on. What else can you tell me about Steban? That's very helpful. Thank you, Cindy. Why do I feel like there's a catch? Why do I feel like there's a catch?
Oh, smart pig. Because there is. See, Steban's a bit on the paranoid side. He's got all these mega secret passphrases to keep out infiltrators and the like. You can't join the meeting without one.
But you're not gonna tell me, are you?
Why would I? That would be so boring. Now, let's see if you're half as dedicated a communist as you say you are. That's enough. Off with you then.
Okay. Catch you later. Well, we'll see if we're gonna actually do that. I mean, I might just do some other things today and just have that pass us by. It's not that much of a priority for me here. Okay. Wait, conceptualization. Conceptualization. There we go. I want a successful roll.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Only 28%. Give it a shot.
Yeah. Why? It's a wall. An ordinary wall.
Why must we stop to look at this wall every time we pass by? We have business to attend to.
Because I want to. That's why, Kim. That's why. Because I really, really want to. I know it's probably a complete waste of time and nothing worthwhile is gonna come out of it, but at this point, I think I don't have a choice but to continue on with this. Ah, they're here again. Do they have anything new to say? Or is it still the old stuff?
It is such a pleasure to see you again, officer. How may I head the citizens' militia on this fine day?
I wanted to ask you about the Union again. Did we get anything new about that?
Sure, officer. They are the...
No, we don't. Okay,
No.
good. So there's nothing new with him and with you?
Vigilance officer, what can this old carabinier do for you?
Let's do that later, maybe. 42%. I don't know, it's not the best shot we have. By the way, those are the people I mentioned earlier. Okay. So now, what can we do? We could go to the Union quarters and talk to Evrat again, because we haven't in a good while and we've learned quite a few things. So now it seems reasonable to do that.
There it is again. That spectral smell haunting this industrial harbor. And it smells like heavy fuel oil mostly, because it's an industrial harbor. Years of turmoil, of hopes and dreams, ground beneath the inexorable tides of capital.
Can I kind of smell dreams being ground down by capital? Or let's close our eyes and take a deep breath.
Can you smell it now? You inhale. The cilia along your olfactory epithelium tingle with excitement as they sift through the swirling morass of industrial odors. First come the smells of the agitated strikebreakers, layers of body oil and sweat, over-buttered meals pulled from bake-like lunch pails, the biting stench of lye soap. And then there's the slowly oxidizing metal gates, the scent of stale grease emanating from every crack.
Still smelling for communists, detective?
What makes you say that?
No offense, detective, but you are not particularly subtle.
That is fair.
The lieutenant's right. It's sort of amazing how unsubtly you're sniffing the air around you. Almost like you're trying to call attention to yourself.
Oops.
What the lieutenant thinks is irrelevant. Your politico-olfactory cortex is lighting up like a holiday display. Look, it's pointing you right to that railing over there.
You mean from mañana?
Yes, now's your chance to establish contact.
Sure.
But be easy about it. Communists have been known to charge when startled.
Hello, mañana. How are you doing?
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
Attempt to establish contact. Listen, brother, there's something important I need to talk to you about.
What's that, boya?
He tilts his head slightly.
Now's your chance. Remember, communists are notoriously skittish, so it's best to insinuate your way in.
I'm not gonna go for the sausage grinder thing. Instead, it involves our mutual friend Kras. Put your hands next to your head and curl your fingers like deer antlers. I'm investigating a peculiar smell, one with revolutionary implications. Let's go with the second one.
Don't think I've ever met a Kras personally. Then again, I've never been to Gran.
I'm investigating a peculiar smell, one with revolutionary implications.
Could be coming from one of the jam lorries. Cargo's been sitting out for a while.
He sniffs the air and looks towards the roundabout.
Okay, maybe it's time to abandon the subtle approach.
What I'm trying to say is I'm looking for communists. You know any?
Ah, now I see. Can't say I'm surprised. You seem to take your communism seriously. Not a bad thing, mind you. It's good for a man to take time to think about the whole socio-political world picture.
Oh, he certainly likes to take his time with things, especially when politics are at issue.
So you've given up copying and now you're hunting comunistas. Care to say why?
I'm not hunting communists, I'm trying to get organized by them. I'm on a sort of quest to develop my political potential and I need their help. Honestly, I had a weird dream and now I need to get to the bottom of it. I'm not hunting them.
Oh, I see.
He gives you an exaggerated wink.
I wish I could help. Unfortunately, I don't know many comunistas.
I know you said you're not really a communist, but aren't you actually a communist? I thought the union guys were all communists. Are you sure? You smell like a communist. Let's go with the first one.
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, I'm not institutional. A man's got to blaze his own trail, in my book.
Blazing his own trail, being his own man. Not exactly your typical communist spiel. Okay, so maybe he's not exactly a communist, but there's definitely some communistic residue about him.
Ah, but you know, I did meet a genuine ideologo a few months ago. Perhaps he's your guy.
What's an ideologo?
You know, a guy with a theory. Someone who likes to pit his theory against other theories in deadly theory combat.
Did he say his name was Steban by chance?
Didn't say anything about his name. Wasn't this sort of encounter where names matter?
How did you meet him?
It was late one night as I was leaving the arbor. He was waiting on the corner in a bright white jacket. Classic Sarameritian style. He asked me for a light. We shared cigarettes. Then he asked me if I ever thought about getting into some of the extra physical branches of communism.
Hang on, what does that mean, the extra physical branches of communism?
No idea. I took it to mean he was asking me to join some sort of underground cell. A very old school organizing technique. The sort of thing comunistas used to do before the revolution.
What did you tell him?
The same thing I always tell people who try to press some claim on me. I said, every boyadero rides alone.
Okay, how do I find this guy?
I couldn't tell you. Once I declined his offer, we finished our cigarettes and he disappeared back into the night. Just before he melted into the shadows, he turned to me and said, "Remember Dobrava and Abadanais." And then he was gone.
Who are Dobreva and Abada Nais?
I don't know. Guess not everyone remembers.
A tight half smile crosses his face. What do you think it means?
Been wondering about that myself. Some comunista inside talk could be. Not meant for the wider public. They love that kind of thing. You'd have to ask someone who knows the ideologo personally.
Lieutenant clears his throat.
Not to interfere in your personal errand, but it might have something to do with that passphrase Cindy mentioned earlier.
Alright, good thinking, Kim. I was totally about to say that. That's really dumb. You should feel embarrassed for even suggesting it. No, right, good thinking.
The lieutenant nods.
Well done, Kim.
Just in time. The faithful partner arrives with the key that turns the lock. You two make a good pair. I salute you, boyas, and wish you good fortune on this grand ideological quest.
He tips his hat ever so slightly.
The man whispers a jaunty tune. A coastal breeze ruffles his hair.
Good talking to you. Gotta run. Alrighty then. Now let's head over to Evrard. Right. What was that? Something popped up, but it's gone now. There. No, come on. Please stop. Please. There we go. Someone is habitually chilling next to the radio. Okay. Good to know, I guess. Okay then. Let's see. Let's navigate this maze for the first time in a good while. Well, it's not that much of a maze at this point, but... yeah. Oh, can we open this with the thing we have? With the other thing?
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Okay. Maybe with... No, that's the boombox. That's not gonna help us. Maybe with the Qualsund, instead of the flashlight that we don't need at the moment.
You're back before the cargo container.
Nope, nothing. Okay then. Was it over here? Yeah, I think it must have been over here. Alrighty then. 1 second. There we go. Now, let's go inside and talk to Evrard. So, anything you've got to say to us, Evrard? This is not a fishing rod, is it? It's... I don't know. Oh, that one.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't have to sit down this time, since you've already sat on that chair.
I've just finished investigating the local drug trade.
Ah, yes, your side investigation. Thank you. You've got some spirit clearing up phony drug accusations alongside this murder. I'll talk to the mayor and see if I can get you the key to the city, Harry. Now let's talk real business.
Actually, Revachol doesn't have a mayor. He refuses to discuss it further. It's probably just a small nuisance to him.
What's in the container that's outside your office?
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
There's something special about it. It was attached to the Qualsund crane.
Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Fine.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
We tried. Did we try that, or did we decide to wait on it? I don't remember. We could give it a shot just for shits and giggles. I'm gonna wait with that. That's definitely gonna be a skill check, right? I'm gonna wait on that. I don't really. I don't know if we want to actually get the signatures. Probably not, right? There's a lot of people living there. We'll see. Come on, let's go outside. Do you have anything to say? I mean, probably not.
Oh, hey, mister. I'm not gonna bother you with a long greeting, just like we talked about before. I know you're probably a busy man being an important police officer and all, and personally, I think the more people keeping the peace, the better.
Okay, I'm off. Nothing from you. Oops. Running into tables. Okay, now let's try to smooth talk the crane then. Not the crane, the what was it? The crate. Similar enough words.
Before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Okay, 8% check. Let's give it a go.
And as it's always been, it's impossible to open a container with rhetoric. Maybe you're losing your mind.
Nothing more to do here. Well, fine then. Be like that container. I didn't want what's in you anyways. Okay. Anything else? We don't really have anything else here. I think we looked at that. We went up here. We looked at that as well, I think.
This is the Night Watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud.
Sure, let's sit down for a second.
The chair is not as austere as the rest of the booth. A thin grey pillow is attached to the seat, secured to the stiles by black ribbons.
Let's search for a little something to help you out.
The drawers are empty, save for old timesheets and receipts. One small box, however, does hold some cheap painkillers. They are slightly out of date.
Kim, would you mind if I help myself to some meds?
I'm not here to tell you what to do, detective.
Let's read the side effects first.
Oh boy, where to start? Elevated risk of dementia, mini strokes, prophet's disease, sudden death, hair death, erectile malfunction, critical flatulence, watery blood, black mucus, uncontrollable weeping, increased sensitivity to La Opera, inoperable joint disorder, total spinal collapse. Don't think about that. Quick, think about something else.
I'm a cop. I have cop things to do, murders to solve, people to help. Kim's counting on me. Disco, mirror balls, kick-ass moves, boogie beat. I hope I'm not fucking René over by taking his painkillers. I don't see what the big deal is. This sounds pretty normal to me. I'm scared I will never be held or loved in this world again. Disco, mirror balls, kick-ass moves, boogie beat.
The imagined dazzle of light overwhelms any list of potential side effects. Any negative thoughts are drowned out by the fantastic blast of disco.
Let's take them.
And take the painkillers. They are yours now.
Alright then, let's get up. So we got
You
one...
stand and exit the booth.
So we took one Nosefed from that. That's fine. The other Nosefeds didn't hurt us either. There's nothing else we can do here. Nothing we can reach or interact with. No, just the booth. Okay then. Let's head back down, shall we? We could go to the other side then, to the outskirts of Martinez or whatever it's actually called, the fishing village or something. and see. Wait, do they have anything else to say to us? I mean, I doubt it, to be honest. Do you have anything to say, Mejad?
Your race descent has temporarily halted, but you will fall again.
Why are you not with the Hardy Boys?
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading. You pick up on something artificial in his tone, like he's putting on an act. This is unlike him. He is usually more himself.
But you're all part of the Union. There's more to it. What have you got against them?
Fine. They have recently fallen under the influence of a possibly sexually perverted female vagrant and a narcotics peddler. It's shameful.
Who do you mean?
Find out for yourself. Endomorphic blob.
Interesting.
I don't think there's really a reason to show him the mug, and we're not gonna subscribe to his you know, brand of racism that he has going on. I'm not interested in that. Let's go downstairs again. Oh, come on. No. Downstairs. There we go. Very good, very good. He probably does not have... Or maybe he does. We know more about him, but we shouldn't provoke him needlessly either.
Work! Right to work! Shame on you!
Let's not show him the tattoos. That seems like a bad idea. We could ask him if he's a mercenary.
Hell no. I'm just an honest scab.
No such thing.
Don't have talk like that around here. You understand?
It just has to be said. That was not a convincing line.
Hell no, I'm just an honest scab. That didn't sound too convincing. Or very quietly we could say, is there a tribunal being convened at any by any chance? We're flying pretty close to the sun with that one. That didn't sound so convincing.
Loincloth.
He stares you down mutely for a second.
Loincloth? Now you see, that's not really what a scab would say, is it? Better not to press the issue further, sire. He seems tense.
Okay, I'll listen to your drama. I'll back off for now.
Steadies, but his eyes are still narrow. Slowly, he's trying to get his right-to-work dance back on.
I'm not gonna show him the picture, I'm just going to leave. Alright. Anything else here? No. Nothing. Okay, let's go to the other side of the canal. And then put a level into whichever skill it is that I need for the listening into the void thing. Because honestly, I just completely forgot which one it is, so I'm not doing that yet. Okay, right, over here. Nothing else around here. And hey, maybe we find some traps with possibly a phasmid in them, which would be exciting. Like one of the traps is here. We can look at it again if we want to.
Nothing has changed about this trap. You need to check the others.
Okay. We'll do that eventually. There's the tracks and the car. Some boats. Okay, anything else we can find around here? Is that person still here? Oh yeah, there she is. Do we have anything new to say?
Waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down. Simmer down, bastards.
Why does she care about the waves so much?
What is it with you and those waves?
What is it with waves and fishermen?
Fair enough.
We need to be out there with them, fishing, making a living. So I asked them to accommodate me.
But until that happens, I can try to assist you the best I can. So, what will it be, officer?
We can point to the car and say that it's ours. I don't know why we would do that. I'm looking for someone else, actually.
Oh? Who?
Okay, so it's just the ones we've talked about.
Oh, how can I assist you then, officer?
Sure, let's point at the car and say that it's ours.
Oh, that's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea?
It was an accident, I'm sorry, I wasn't feeling it. I got drunk and apparently drove it in the sea. An official investigation has been launched by me to determine just that, ma'am. Or, I don't know. It was an accident.
This calls for a funeral, if you ask me.
You're suggesting we honor the carcass of my former motor carriage? No, that's senseless sentimentality. Inanimate objects don't have souls. I'm actually in the middle of a murder investigation right now. You're suggesting we honor the carcass of my former motor carriage?
Aye. Feels deserved, don't you think? Falling in the line of duty like that and all?
I don't think there are funerals for motor carriages. What an odd thought. Maybe I should. I don't want a funeral. I hate death. Sure, maybe I should.
Why odd? Our things are a part of our life world. They're made with our human sweat and they share human history. We should care about them as we care about humans. To some extent, at least.
Life world? Someone's been reading up on last century Gotvaldian philosophers. Play it cool now.
Alright, I'm in, but organizing a funeral takes a lot of time and effort, doesn't it? I don't get attached, definitely not to things. Alright, I'm in.
Oh yeah? You won't even be able to get it out of the water before early June. And where are you going to bury it? Who to invite? What music to play at the wake?
Take it from someone who's been through a few funerals. It's easiest to just leave them there and let nature take care of it.
That's all we have time for right now anyway. Come back here in June and see how you feel about it then. It's not like it's going anywhere.
It's a pity we don't get to do more frivolous side activities like rejuvenate the doomed commercial area or... let's focus on the things we can actually do, alright? It's a pity.
Yes, that is a pity. But for now, let's focus on the things we do get to do. Like the murder investigation, for example.
Okay, be seeing you. Alrighty. Let's head over to the church then. Maybe we go a bit off the beaten path and find some traps lying around or something. Anything over here, like? No, nothing here. Alright, there's a board to cross the water again. Okay. Oops. No. Around this side. I think up here is where we find that. Yes. Right. The church is here. There it is. Wonderful. Alrighty then.